St- Stopping by woods, stopping by woods on a snowy evening, a poem by an American poet, Robert Frost. Robert Frost was influenced by William Wordsworth, John Keats, W. Beats, Ezra Pound, R. W. Emerson, Robert Browning, and Thomas Hardy. Stopping by woods on a snowy evening is a very powerful poem. The poet travels through the woods. He stops by woods and says, "Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow." The poet is allured with the beauty of snowfall covering the woods. In the second stanza, Frost is contemplating and connecting his horse with his thinking. It is nice show of man and animal relationship. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near, between the woods and the frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. In the third stanza, the poet makes us know the thought of his horse. Robert Frost says, he gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. In the final and fourth stanza, the poet is relaxed and refreshed. He is well aware of his duties. He says, "The woods are lovely, dark, and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep." We find a fine coordination of pleasure and promises between man and nature. Although most of his poems are filled with nature images, his real subject is humanity. The rhyme scheme follows the pattern of AA, BA, BB, CD, CC, DC, DD, DD convention. The first line rhymes with the third line. The first line rhymes with the second line. No rhymes with though. Queer in the second stanza rhymes with near. Like this, in the second stanza, third line, between the woods and frozen lake, rhymes with he gives his harness bells a shake. Thus, the writer of the poem is away from worldly desires and duties. He is spellbound to see the lovely woods, and he gets some precious moments of peace and tranquility. Being a poet, Robert Frost loves the beauty of nature. He makes his character stand in a forest, and the time is a snowy evening. The woods are dense and dark and covered by thick snow. A sense of responsibility strikes in the mind of the man who is in the poem, and the image of horse also. Horse and man, the poet is establishing a relationship. We find a communication between man and the horse.